excited to chat, and we are mic'd up right here. I like it. I'm excited to chat and get into all of the things. Do you want me to pull it towards me? How's this? Is that good?
Like that? More? I talk loud. Do we need to
yell it? I love it. Well, I'm really excited. How many of you guys have followed Melissa for so many years? Yes, and just seen what a powerhouse that she's been. This has been really cool, and because I'm really excited to get down to, let's talk about business. Do you guys want to talk about business tonight? I feel like business is something that is just not talked about enough in our industry, right? Like we talk a lot about the hair. We talk a lot about, doing the clients and the pains of our industry, but it's like scaling and business. And that's what I really want to get down to, because I feel like there's nobody better to talk about it than Melissa, right? Let's give her a round of applause. She's like, wait, hold on. But the other thing is just like one thing when I spoke with Melissa about tonight, I said, I want this to be very raw. Let's talk about like the real depths of what it took to get to where we are. And this is what I'm so thankful for your time for doing this, because this is what I feel like, people want to hear, is how did we get here? So let's start there. Do you want to start with one question? We've got our moderators in the back. We've got Creighton and Kirsten.
I'm nervous too, y'all, okay? A little bit nervous.
I'm like, you're nervous. She's a rock star.
I can get on Instagram, but it's like when y'all are all looking at me. Just smile.
Just smile and don't look at us like, how people stare at you. It's a little bit.
What you got?
So let us know all about the early days. So before business, what did life look like?
How long do you have? Where do I start? So I quit high school in the 10th grade. I'll start there.
You did not graduate.
I did not graduate. I did not get my GED either. So I quit high school, and my dad was a school teacher. And he's like, I wanted to do hair and makeup. I loved it so much. A good point I was saying earlier, Grease was my favorite movie. And at the end when the Living John turns, that made me want to do hair and makeup. To transform people, right? And my Barbies, they all had like liquid eyeliner as markers. Like, I just loved it. I used to cut the boys' hair in my neighborhood, like when I was 10 years old. It was just instilled in me. Fast forward, I went to beauty school. Wasn't very good at the testing part and all that, but I was like, I don't like hair color. I didn't like it. And I'm like, how am I going to do this? Because I don't get it. I'm like, this is not happening. So then because I quit high school, my dad made me pay for my beauty school. And I'm so glad he did that, because now it's like, it made me a hard worker, and I thrived because of that. So I did that, and then I went to work in 2 salons in Antioch. If you're from here, you know where Antioch is. Tina & Company and New Identity, and I started there, and I realized quickly I did not like hair color. That was not my thing. I loved hair and makeup. So then I started doing expressions in photography, and y'all know glamour shots, right? So in the salon, I did glamour shots. Like, I could do hair and makeup in 1 hour. They loved me over there because I would just send them all day, and I liked that so much more than color for me. So fast forward that, I realized quickly that the salon really wasn't for me. I still like to do like cuts, but I liked instant gratification, like making somebody beautiful in an hour. I realized quickly that I wanted it to be freelance. Like, I want to try this and figure it out, because salon life's not for me. And so I had all my friends and family come over and had a photo shoot. And I'm talking the glamour shots in my grandmother's living room and ready to go. And I had this book, right? And so I started going around to photographers, and they were like, okay, whatever. But quickly, I just started going. I was like, hey, I met some photographers in town. I was like, hey, let me do hair and makeup for you, and if you like it, you can pay me. Like, okay, I'll try. Just give me a shot. So I did, and then I did some hair and makeup for like some photographers, and then my name started spreading around. And then fast forward, I met a girl named Melanie Shelley, and she was a freelance makeup artist. She did the Dixie Chicks, Alan Jackson, Leanne Womack, all the people. And I was her assistant. And she took me under her wing, and then she opened a salon called Trim. It was on 12 South. It's where that, and it was a barber beauty thing. She got really busy, and she was with the chicks all the time, and I started getting her clients, and then it started happening. But I did learn quickly that salon wasn't for me. Yeah. Fast forward to what? I opened Parlour 3. When did I open Parlour 3? 14 years ago. That'll give you. But I wanted to open a makeup store. That's all I wanted, was a makeup store, because there wasn't a good one. And then all my friends started like reaching out. I was like, I want to do hair. So I opened a salon. And then I still cut hair in the salon. I did a lot of guys. That was my thing. I worked with Rascal Flatts and a bunch of different guys, and I liked guys grooming. But that was the start of Parlour 3. And I mortgaged my house for that business to work. And if it didn't work, I was going to lose my house.
Yeah.
But my husband's like, let's try it. And we did.
And look at you now. Now you have a brand new house, and it's beautiful. And it's awesome.
Wow. A lot of hard work.
I love that.
A lot of hard work.
I love that.
All right, Terra, tell us about your early days.
Oh, man. So I've been in the industry for 17 years, and it wasn't that fluffy for me. As far as, I feel like a lot of stylists are really quick to saying, I love to get in this industry to make people feel beautiful. And sure, I love that as much as the next stylist. But for me, I grew up, very middle class. My mom was a public school teacher. I feel like we have the same
we kind of
story.
Do. It's kind of funny. We're talking
so
upstairs.
Weird.
We're like, wait.
This is so strange.
Yeah.
But, and my dad was a used car salesman whenever he had a job, and hair was easy for me to understand how much money I could make, because I could set a target and I could reverse engineer it and go, if I do X amount of colors a day, I can make more money than anyone in my family. And that was it for me, guys. I just wanted to make more money than I ever had growing up. And I wanted to create a better future for myself and for, anyone that was in my family. I'm a caretaker naturally. I want to take care of everyone. Anybody in here a caretaker? Like, you just want to take care of everybody around you. I love that. It's like my love language, right? I moved off to Las Vegas. I actually packed everything that I had in my little Mitsubishi Eclipse and found a roommate on Craigslist.
Oh,
guys.
gosh.
Yeah, this was 17 years. Do not do that now. Anyone's like, I don't think that'll work. But this lady did not kill me. I interviewed her, I was like going to live in her house, and she was like, I'm in ministry school. I'm like, yeah, yeah, she's going to kill me later, probably. But she did not, and I'm still alive, and I think I'm still friends with her on Facebook, so she's normal-ish. We'd never hung out, but it doesn't matter. I rented that room for $350 a month, and it was awesome. And I moved out there to honestly work under someone that I wanted to be like, and that's my biggest hack and success is like, go be and work and be in proximity with people that you want to be like. And this is why I'm excited to have this podcast with you, because so many people look up to you and what you do and what you've built. And this is the hack, guys, is like proximity. And I moved back to Arkansas after a few years living in Las Vegas and falling in love with extensions in Las Vegas. Because there was a lot of extensions out there, especially keratin bonds, because they move in 360, they move a lot, and girls out there love to whip their hair. It does not matter how I got the money. They paid all the same, and it was awesome. So I fell in love with hair extensions in Las Vegas, and this was, 17 years ago, and it was like taboo, right? It's like everyone hid the fact that they wore hair extensions. Now it's like kind of a status thing. Like, I think we can kind of...
accessory now.
It is, yeah. It's like I was at Restoration Hardware today eating lunch, and it's like looking across the room. It's like more than most women in that room have hair extensions, which is cool for us, right? It's like, yeah, we're all getting rich off of people needing more hair. And so it's just, that was my journey, and I moved back to Fort Smith, Arkansas, and y'all, Fort Smith, Arkansas is a town of 80,000 people, and this is where I want you guys to understand my story. You could call it the armpit of America. It's no doubt the armpit of America. And I opened a salon there. I refinanced my home to do so, which is crazy that you said that. I was like, well, what's the worst that could happen? I'd be homeless? Like, okay. I mean, I can find a roommate on Craigslist. It's all going to be okay. Yeah, I have this skill. I can find a roommate on Craigslist. Yeah. It's great. And so I opened up a salon, and I failed over and over. I had to walk out 3 different times. People walked out on me, and I was like, well, shit. I mean, I'm probably a really shitty leader, and I was for quite some time. And it wasn't until me building a huge business behind the chair. I was working 4 days a week, making around $750,000 a year, working 4 days a week. I mean, I love to go back to that. 4 days a week. It wasn't that I was 7 days a week and just grinding. It was I created an incredible business there in the armpit of America. And you guys, how many of you guys are from Nashville, like from this area? How many of you guys are from a town that's larger than 80,000 people? Like everybody probably in this room. And, you know, I learned something. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter where you came from. It matters how hard you want to work when you get in the room. And I, you know, 1 month I was doing a ton of extensions, and 1 month I had about $30,000 worth of bad extension hair in my salon. I had to replace everybody's hair. It was like just horrible quality hair. And I thought, I'm done with this, but I couldn't be done because it was making all of my money. And I literally hopped on a plane, flew to China, and found a manufacturer. I'm like, you're going to listen to me, you guys over there. They're like, who is this girl? I had red hair at the time. They're like, this woman is nuts. And I'm like, yeah, I'm nuts. You're going to sit down and you're going to listen to me on how to create hair extensions. Like, I know what I'm talking about. And now that's how Harper Ellis was born. And right there, you guys, in my $80,000 population town, I've built a $13 million business. And now I get to work with people all over the United States and the world now.
That's amazing.
It's just been an incredible journey, and I love working with stylists, you guys. Like, my people are like, what do you do? My son, he's 4. He's trying to really like understand, you know, what does mommy do? I'm like, well, hang out a little longer, you'll find out. But I'm like, mommy gets to help make stylists more money. Like in the last 5 years, my team and I can't even say me, my team and I have a bunch of my team members in the room. We've helped stylists and salon owners make over $305 million in the last just 5 to 6 years. And yeah, you can clap for that. Like that's a ground-changing number for this industry. And so now I get opportunities like this to sit in a room with you guys and let's talk about business and sit in a room like with people like Melissa and just meet some of the coolest people in the world. So I love this industry.
It's amazing.
Yes.
Okay, those were both really good stories. My next question for you guys is, what's a risk that you both took that changed everything? I'm talking your mindset. Like you almost thought, man, this is the end, but you took that chance. So what was that chance that you took?
Oh, gosh. I mean, mortgaging our house was a huge risk, you know? I mean, that's a huge risk. And if people are going to come, like, I didn't know if people were going to come to my salon. There's a lot of risk I've taken over.
Yeah,
I just have to go for it.
Yeah, I do. And I mean, mine is like when we first started Harper Ellis, I literally wired every single penny in my bank account across the world.
Oh, wow.
And started Harper Ellis and bought all of our inventory. And I still do that, sometimes. I've taken a huge risk this year. Even we've expanded, we've scaled so much, millions of dollars. I've literally wired millions of dollars just this year across on a handshake sometimes, of just like, hey, I believe in this company. I believe in what we're creating and how we're helping stylists. And that you got to roll the dice to build something crazy.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to take a chance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Was there ever a moment that you felt like it wasn't going to work? And how did you change your mindset?
Before I even opened my salon, the build out 6 months delayed. It was right before Christmas. And once again, I'll keep saying that, but we were running out of money. I didn't have decor to put in the salon. I remember going to my house, pulling furniture and stuff off the walls to put in this bare salon to open the doors because we were out of money. And I remember going in the middle of the night because I'm traveling too. Remember, I have a full-time job traveling all over the world. And then taking furniture out of my own home just to make it look good. And then, I don't know, it's a risk. And like, is anybody going to show up to this? And I put everything I had into it, and you just have to try, you know?
Same for me. I mean, I think I wake up every day and I wonder, like, is it going to work? Like, is all my team going to walk out on me? Like, do they really love me and what we're building? And you know, what I do for a living is I teach salon owners how to build a team that wants to build the future with them. Like, that's literally what I do every single day. And if you didn't think that I didn't wake up sometimes with just a doubt in my mind that it's not going to work and people aren't going to stay around, like, you're crazy. And, you know, but the mission and like the impact has to be stronger than the worries that we all lay our head down at night sometimes with, you know? How many of you guys have like thought maybe I'll like my clients are not going to show up ever again? Anybody ever felt like that? It's
Everybody
like,
does.
You know, like, sure. Yeah, but then how many of you guys have this over sense of like just sureness, I guess you could say, because you have worked so hard to make the relationships that you have in this industry and build what you have, right? And I think that is, it overcomes anything that all the worries that we have sometimes. So.
I remember not having, so December, it was Christmas, and I had to get it open before January 1st to pay the rent, because the rent was really expensive. And I'm like, I don't have the rent money to pay my first month. And then 2 days after Christmas, I opened the doors, and my friends and my family, and I grew up here and right here, and everybody showed up.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, it happened. Okay, we're going to have our house for a little longer. We're good, you know?
I don't know how much longer, but
I don't know how much longer, but we're good. And, you know, and then you have walkouts or you have things like that, and you're like, oh, crap.
Yeah.
What's happening? It all happens for a reason. And that is just going to make you succeed more and put a little fire under your butt.
Yeah.
You know?
How many salon owners do I have in the room? Nice. Okay. Will you tell them what you told me earlier about walkout? Like people leaving you that you thought were going to stick around.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to happen. Parlour 3's been there for 14 years. And I want people to have their own business. Mine is be your own legacy. That's what I've always said. But when they leave, it makes you sad. It makes you very like, because you feel like they've been there for 10 years or they've been here for 12 or whatever. But they go on to do their dream, and then you move on, and there's another group. Every time it's happened to me, it's been for the best.
Yeah.
And it all works out. And let me tell you, there's some sleepless nights, and you find out. I mean, I remember a whole group walked out, and this was about 4 years in. And Parlour 3 started as a booth rental salon only. Yeah. It's interesting how that all works too.
Yeah, it's crazy because I think sometimes when your people walk out,
you freak out.
You find you find your people. Because it leaves room for the right ones to come in. And I think every time that happens to me, it's the number one lesson I learned. So.
And people are excited to come in the business and start fresh. And it's just awakening. And it also lights you up again.
Yeah, exactly,
you know?
Exactly.
Speaking of teams, both of you are known for building strong teams and legacies. Mm-hmm. So I want to know, what's the hardest part about leading people, but also what's your favorite?
You go first. Let me look at my notes.
I mean, you guys, I think everyone in the room wants to build a legacy of their own, right? But I think, you have to outpace people. And, I always use Creighton and Kirsten in the back, as my example. 2 powerhouse stylists who make $300,000 and $400,000 behind the chair. I think some people look at them sometimes and they're like, why do you not go open your own salon, right? Why don't you go open your own salon? And you should. But if I didn't outpace their vision, if I wasn't constantly becoming bigger than them, then they probably would and they should, right? But I'm totally comfortable with saying that in a room full of people because I know that I'm going to outpace them always, and I want to. And the minute that I don't, they're going to move on, and they should. And I think, when it comes to building a team, you have to think about that because if you are the ceiling for every single person in your environment, then they're gone. And they should be, because that's natural, right? And so, that's the thing when it comes to building a team. You have to be able to dream bigger than the people around you, and you have to be able to just outpace them. But my favorite part of leading a team has been the work that I've had to do on me. Like,
Absolutely.
I have had to take a long, good look in the mirror at Terra and go, bitch, you're crazy. You have mental problems. You have mental problems, and you need to go solve those before you do anything, right?
Our story's a lot alike. It really is just like,
and, it's just like, and that's the thing about leadership. And I will tell you guys, y'all, I teach salon owners to scale for a living. That is exactly what I do. The salons that I work with, within usually a year, they become $1 million plus salon. I'm telling you guys that because the first thing that I have to work on is their leadership and how they're able to look in the mirror and go, I can solve or fix XYZ in me in order to lead the team. Because the minute that you can look in the mirror and say, hey, you're not perfect, you got a lot of issues to work out, and you got a lot of triggers to work out, is the minute that you'll be able to lead other people and help them be successful. So that's my number one thing. And I'm still working on that. I still find things every day. I'm like, oh, shit. Tara, we can't act like that. We can't think like that. Yeah.
I think leading is lonely sometimes because it's on you, and then you're like, you have your managers, you have all that stuff. But I feel like it's lonely because then you're like, I don't know how to explain that, but it's like, do you agree, any salon owners? Yeah. Like, it's lonely because you're like, did I do that right? Are they all going to talk about me when I leave or whatever the room? And it's like, the most amazing part is, I'm not like you. Like, I think it's so amazing what you're doing. I'm like, I've just kind of made this happen, right? Like, I'm just like, here we go. We're just doing this, and here you go. What she does is incredible. Somebody took me under their wing. What makes my heart so happy is seeing all these assistants in the assistant program and watching them just sit back and watch. That is my most favorite part of it. Yeah. I know it's always not about the money to me. It's not. It's more of like seeing somebody took a chance on me, and I love nothing more than seeing these people thrive. Yeah. Like, and opening their own salons and all that stuff. I love to support people like that, but it's also like, it is lonely, like being a salon owner.
Absolutely.
Because then you go home and go, oh God, I just had a meeting,
Do they hate me?
Do they hate me today?
Like me? Yeah.
But I'm still working on myself.
Yeah.
Exact same thing. Like, I'm like, you got to remember, I'm old. But I'm saying, like, social media was not a thing when I was a hairstylist. Yeah. Think about that. You had your business cards, and you went around. There was no Facebook and all that when we were starting hair. Yeah. This was all by word of mouth. This was all of that. I'm just saying it's a lot different now, right? So it's like,
I'd like to
different.
Ask you about the social media aspect, because you're great on social media. And I think, a lot of these people, you do, and you show up as you. And I think a lot of people entered this room tonight feeling like they already know you because they followed you. But it's like, so many people in our industry are still very resistant on showing up. And, how many people are in love with their own social media? Raise your hand. There's like a two of you. These are our creators here in the front. You guys are. Kirsten's like me, and she's like, literally got on the plane this morning. She's like, I drafted 36 reels yesterday. I'm like, good for you. I
don't care. I don't know how to do it.
Yay. But it's like, none of us in the room are like, hey, I love this. So
having a daughter that's an influencer,
that's true.
And she's like, Mom, you didn't punctuate that, or Mom, you just tagged something wrong.
And I'm
spell,
like, oh I can't do it. Yeah.
I said, I give up. Yeah. This is not
but
my
you
thing.
obviously have not, because you
figure it out.
Yeah.
It took me forever to learn how to link something. Everybody's like, I like your outfit. I'm like, Hunter, you got to really explain it to me. Like, help me figure it out.
But how did you get over that mindset to show up on social media and be as good as you are on social media?
I think you just have to just get over your fear.
Yeah.
Just get over it. Like, it's fine. I just talk to the camera now. Yeah. And it's like, hey, you want to see my new whatever,
Have you noticed how, like, the more you are you and yourself, the more attraction, like the more like people are drawn to you and want to do business with you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm an open book. What you see is what you get. Like, I've been an influencer before influencer was a thing. I'd be like, oh, I got this at TJ Maxx, girl. Like, you know.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I think, you know.
Let's have some
it's such a
champagne.
mental.
Let's have some champagne.
Just like, let's have some champagne. Yeah, I think that's it's just a mental game for people, right? It's like they have to get over showing up and people judging them. Anybody have any haters out there online? Yeah. Do you have any haters, Melissa?
You know the ones, we have to tell that story about the bus.
Yes, I want you to talk about it.
Yeah, we have to remember
it
that.
up.
Do you want me to bring it up?
I want you to bring it up right now.
Okay. So if you follow me a long time, because some of you have said you follow me, I had a beauty bus, right? Beauty bus. Really cool thing.
Does anyone remember the beauty bus? Yeah. So cool.
It was going to be great. Like, I had this beauty bus. I went to Ohio to get it. It was going to be just for, like, weddings and then, like, events, right? I took it to CMAs with me. I was like, I got my own bus. Like, this is cool. And it had, like, Parlour 3 on it, and it was all, like, sparkly or whatever. Anyways, so the Tennessean did a big article on me. And I'm like, it was a lot of money, and I did it, right? So there's this big article about my beauty bus. Monday morning, State Board called me, and there were 61 complaints because I started a mobile beauty bus.
Who do you guys think those 61 complaints were?
But that's just a story because it's real. You can't let that go. But so then I'm like, well, I spent a lot of money and I lost the momentum because I'm like, I'm getting calls from State Board. Like, what is happening? Don goes, you can hand it, my husband. He's like, you got this. Girl, I went down to the legislature in my leopard coat, and I went down there. And so I explained to them, we're not washing hair on here. We're not cutting hair. This is not a mobile salon. This is for events. There's a need for this. Anyway, I got it passed to have a mobile beauty bus for all the haters. And now but you know what I mean? So it really kind of just, I helped them. But it was also like the jealousy of that. It was really sad to me because I'm like, I love to play with other salon owners. Like, come visit my salon. Some people just don't want to. And there's enough hair in this industry. Like, there's enough salons. I love doing classes together with people. I love all that. Like, the community, it needs to get back a little bit more. It's just not there. But yeah, that was a good story of
I love this story.
the beauty. But and then that's happened, and that happened to me a lot.
Yeah.
And so you feel like you're getting put down, and it brings you back steps.
Yeah.
But that just lights that fire into your butt again. Like I said.
Like, I want to, and I'm such a numbers person, you guys. Like,
I'm not.
Stylist. I am like,
not.
Data, give me all the data.
Just tell me if it's okay.
So, you guys, I just want to say this out loud. How many of you guys in the room are trying to build an extension clientele? Like, you actively want to build more extension clients. Well, if you're not, you should, because that's where the money's at, guys. So, did you guys know that 30% of women either have a need or a want for hair extensions? Okay, I just want to like do a little. How many women are in Nashville?
A lot.
1 million.
You already did? Yeah. You did this in class today? You guys stole my line in class today. No, almost. Yeah. Okay. So 712,000 women. Okay. So if that's the case, there are 213,000 people with a need or a want for a hair extension service in this town. Y'all, how many? Somebody give me your dream income. Like, give me your, shout out how much money you want to make. $500,000. Okay. Well, the average.
Don't.
Yeah, exactly. So the average value, the average annual value of an extension client is around $7,500. It takes you 66 of those guys to make $500,000, and there's $213,000 potential clients in this town, and that's just Nashville. That's not even counting like the Franklin and all the surrounding.
It's amazing when you put it that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's like, why are we competing? Go find your people, and go make a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of the beauty industry, what's broken in the beauty industry right now? What do stylists romanticize that they shouldn't?
You take that first.
What do they romanticize? Followers on Instagram.
Ooh.
Because when I was making $750,000 a year behind the chair, I had like 900 followers. You know, because we'll just do the math for y'all. Seriously. And back then, my annual value of a client was around $6,000, and that's 125 extension clients. Like, I had 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
I was balling and shot calling, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't even have followers back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like anxious.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't have that.
So I think we romanticize like vanity a lot, and it's like, golly. And I've been the underdog, like even in the extension world, right? Like I have a lot of large competitors, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But like,
Competitors good though.
they don't mean nothing to me.
No.
I got mine. They got theirs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have Harper Ellis hair in today.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks amazing. Your hair always looks good.
Thanks.
What about you? What do you think? People romanticize in this industry too much, and
Yeah, I think they need to quit worrying about. I mean, yes, that's how people do go to Instagram and all that. Yes, it is a thing, and social media is very important. But also just telling those clients, you know, send me a person, refer me something, I'll give you something, I'll give you a discount or whatever. That's more of engaging, and you're going to get the clients you want, right?
I want you to tell everybody, like, how did you tap into the celebrity world? Like now, you know, you're Carrie Underwood's go-to person, and I know you've been that go-to person for several people.
20 years for Carrie.
Yeah, for Carrie. Yeah. Like, how did that even come about?
Melanie Shelley.
Yeah.
So Melanie, and that's another point of everything. Don't say no to anything, y'all. I don't care if it's cheaper. Do that person's hair. Do it. I used to go, like, my day rate, I'd do it for $200, and I'd go for 10 hours. You just don't say no. And so many opportunities will come your way. I tell my girls and guys here, I'm like, because I get the calls. I'm a really good facilitator for the salon because they're like, hey, I need this and I need that. So I pick who they go to, and I just mix it around and spread the love around. But it's like, what I'm saying is just don't say no. You will go very far at that. Yeah. And that is a true testimony of me. I worked my butt off. And I still do. I mean, I am a mom, a grandmother. I own a business with, 70-something employees between the businesses. I travel all the time. I have a full-time job still. Like, I travel all the time. I don't stop. One day I'm going to slow it down a little bit.
When is that?
I don't know. I would be bored. I would be so bored. Oh, my gosh.
So, I mean, and I want people to hear what you just said, because a lot of what I get from stylists,
yeah,
I'm not knocking on us, guys. I'm one of you. So don't be like, she just, but it's like, but I'm a mom. Yeah. But I'm a this, and I got this going. But you just said you have 70 plus employees. You're a mom, you're a grandmother. Like what?
A wife.
Why haven't you made all those same excuses that I hear constantly?
I don't like excuses.
I love that.
I'm like, no, you can figure it out, or just don't say no. Try it. Do some clients' hair for free. Offer it. They're gonna spread your name around. And then so you asked, like, how did I start in the music? That everybody always like, I want to work with celebrities and stuff. I'm like, it just doesn't happen like that. I was very lucky and blessed how it did happen. Melanie Shelley, I was her assistant, but then she got really busy with, like, it's when the Dixie Chicks it was their heyday. Yeah. And then Alan Jackson, I became his because she was busy. Alan Jackson, Leanne Womack, all the people, it just kept starting. Patty Love it just kind of rolled into it. Yeah. But it's because I didn't say no. Anytime she called me, I was like, yep, I'll do it. And I had a baby. I had a baby at 19. Well, I was 20. Yeah. So I still went. I remember we didn't even have, like, money to go buy formula and stuff. Like, I worked hard. I worked in the salon. I would do stuff on the side. I worked the tanning beds. I would just be like, whatever I could do. I was a hustler. Yeah. And you just hustle. That's all I can say.
For sure.
And don't worry about if people, a lot of people just don't like me. I don't care. You know, I mean, it's just, you can't worry about that. You
They're
just
not gonna
move
like
on.
you if
It's
you're
like, it's not,
successful.
everybody's not going to like you anyway.
Yeah.
But I am working on myself. Like point I was going to make about that earlier, social media marketing is not my thing. So Parlour 3 was a thing. It was in People magazine all the time. It was in this, it was that. I didn't really need that back then. But now social media is a thing.
Yeah.
So I'm learning now I've got to stay with the times, right?
Yeah.
And so now I'm like rebranding our socials. I'm doing these things, but I never really had to. But now it's like, okay, I need to get with the times, right? So
Yeah.
I'm always working on myself. So I never,
Yeah.
every day.
Especially if you
I've got, and my ideas never stop. They all, I drive them crazy around here.
Well,
I can't help it.
following you on social media, I'm like, I've never seen anyone remodel and like redo things so much. I'm like,
It's a thing.
I
I
wish
like
to do
it,
that.
I like it. It's
a
fun.
constant because it's constant work to
Yeah.
stand out and
Well, and you have to refresh your salon. Think about it. Like, I mean, just at Parlour, we see probably like 130 women a day just at Parlour.
Yeah.
So you think about that, the wear and tear in your salon. Always keep your salon up too, and people notice that.
Yeah.
You know, making it fresh. And it's not that I want to remodel. I don't want to spend the money, but it's also like
Yeah.
clients notice it, stylists feel it, and it's good.
Absolutely. I love that.
Probably just got off track, but
Yeah. No. I like a good
No,
swirl.
in addition to, building that brand, and we both know that you've built $1 million brands, like where should a stylist actually put their focus when they're starting to build that brand?
She said, you go. I think, like, now, I would have answered this very differently than, 10 years ago or even 5 years ago or even a year ago. Not a year ago. 2 to 3 years ago. But now, it's like you could not build social media authority fast enough now. Like, if you have no clients, you should be showing up on social media like you have 1 trillion clients. Like, you have a wait list. Like, people cannot get into you fast enough. My team jokes, like, I create opportunity out of thin air, and I do. Like, I constantly am like, suddenly we have a new business, and like, you guys, and this is, recently I launched a new way of running salons called Strata Salon Systems. You guys, that was not even a thing a few months ago. I put a name on it, and I just talked about it every day. And now it's like viral. People are constantly like the amount of leads that come in for this one thing is nuts because it's different. It's different. It gained me a lot of haters coming out and going against the grain. Kaylee is my social media manager, right? She's like, yeah, but you got some haters in the DMs. I'm like, I don't care. I had one earlier that was like, she texted me. I'm in my hotel room, and she's like, this makes me so mad. I want you to respond to this. And I'm like, I could care less. But this woman was like, yeah, she leases this Lamborghini for her reels. And I'm like, yes, I live in Portsmouth, Arkansas. They are not leasing a Lamborghini anywhere in Portsmouth, Arkansas. But it's just like, but like, instead of me focusing on that, I'm out building something
you just got to move on from it. You cannot worry about the people. Move on.
Exactly. And like, since then, I've been able to create, Harper Ellis has been around for, 7 years now, but suddenly I created this whole new brand, Strata Salon Systems, a few months ago out of nowhere. And you guys can do the exact same thing. You just have to be relentless about talking about what you're passionate about and what you're convicted. That's the thing, conviction, right? It's like we're all convicted in something. And if you are really like talking about what you're convicted over, I promise you, people will eat it up because they agree with you. And then some don't. And you're like, cool, unfollow, block, whatever you want to do. But yeah. What about you?
What was the question?
I honestly forgot it too. I'm sorry.
I know. I'm like, what?
I don't even know if I
was it
answered
again? Great.
So the question was, if a stylist is trying to build this, multi-million-dollar brand, like what is their actual focus? Where should they start?
I think they should just focus on what they're really great at. Like, and don't be like, I do everything and this is what our salon is. I think focusing on what they're really great at. Kind of stuff.
Well, it goes back to what you said. Like, you were in the salon and you were like, this is not for me.
I did not like it. Trying to mix color was not, I can highlight all day long.
Yeah.
But the formula is terrible. But there is a lot of people that really shouldn't we let our stylists kind of do what they want.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, I'm like, if you want to just do haircuts, you do haircuts because you're really great at that. And their haircuts are really expensive, but that's what they focus on is haircuts. I love that. Or some don't want to do haircuts and they just want to do color. And that a lot of clients go to different people in our salon. Or a lot of stylists don't want to do extensions, but a lot do.
Yeah.
But focus on what you're really great at.
Well, I think you're a great example of like you built an empire focusing on what you love versus like like chasing the money.
Money's
you know?
not. No, I know that sounds really weird. I like money. I do like it. But so remember also, I had a full-time job too to make money. So my businesses, I had to trust the people that were running my businesses because I would be gone 3 weeks at a time, stuff. I've never made money the priority, which we've done really well, but it's also like, it's more of the success of, that's where I love what you're doing. Because I mean, even I saw you on Instagram, I was like, click, but I didn't know that you started it just a few months ago. I'm like, okay, I love that. But
she was a lead on my new Strata. Like she literally came in the DMs.
I just asked her about it.
And
I still don't know all about it, but I want to hear her that. Yeah. But so that's different. Like numbers, don't ask me numbers. That's not my thing. I do. My husband's always said, he's like, you have to pick up the pieces behind her. Because I am all over the place. He's like, and when I do it, I want it to be done right. But then people have to come behind me.
Yeah, but that's why you have a team. Like you're doing what you're good at. And I think that is 100% okay.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Okay, Melissa, I'm a lot like you. I'm not a numbers person.
Yep.
And you listen to podcasts, and they're like, if you don't know your numbers, you can't be, all this stuff, and you get in your head, and you're like, oh my gosh, got to learn how to do this. Mm-hmm. And it's stealing your creativity away from what you're good at. So what's your advice to, kind of, I guess, overcompensate for that? Or do you just find people who do that
I have
really
a business
well?
manager.
Okay.
Because I really, it literally just doesn't, it took a long time to be able to get there to hire business, but I have somebody that just does that, and they tell me when we're okay and when we're not. I mean, and it's like, okay, I just react to that really well, but not everybody can do that. But I mean, I feel like
it drains me to try to do that.
It is. It's hard.
Natural to know that aspect of it.
And me and Dawn used to do that ourselves. We used to write checks out, and it was a lot.
You're like, all right, bye, let me go.
Bye, let me go. You do that, I'll do this. Yeah.
can I answer your question too?
Yes, go.
Because I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. And not that she has, but I want you to, I just don't want you to miss what she said. She has people around her that does it, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. And she's lucky enough too to have such a wonderful business, husband that also, he's probably just, the numbers well. I mean,
way more than I do.
Exactly. So it's sometimes it has to either be you or someone in that close proximity. Yeah. A husband that is or a spouse or just a partner or someone. But you guys, I want to tell you, remedial, they stuck me in all remedial math classes. They're like, girl, you can't even add 2 + 2. And I'm like, no. Now I could read a P&L like a book. But I challenged myself, to be so uncomfortable and learn the things that I'm really bad at. And now it's my biggest strength. I can enter rooms with salon owners and my teammates and help them do the things that they never thought that they could. And so sometimes I just want to challenge everyone to just and honestly, it was YouTube. I will never forget. I YouTubed P&L for dummies. I'm just that's me. I'm the dummy. Help me now. I've hired mentors. I will tell you, some of my mentors is Cardone Ventures. I've got one of my friends that I met in the back through Cardone Ventures. I will never forget. I wrote $1 million check to them. And Natalie Dawson, she's one of the owners. She's a 33-year-old woman now. She's 33. She owns a $300 to $400 million business, and she is my biggest inspiration because she also was I'm going to swallow this thing. I know that I'm not good at these things. I'm going to learn it, and it changed her life forever. And now she's built hundreds of millions of dollars worth of business. And so just challenge yourself to be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Just challenge yourself to be uncomfortable. Don't always rely on someone being in proximity to help you, because sometimes that's not feasible. Cool?
And it took me a long time to be able to afford a business manager.
Yeah.
Like,
That you can trust. I mean, I've had a
also
lot
that
of
you can
best.
trust, but it's also like, I mean, I don't know she also helped me to be able to purchase my new home. And like, I worked really hard for what I have, you know? But
Absolutely.
that on that point, I need to learn new things.
Yeah.
I'm trying, right? So I'll learn the numbers more.
I think you've made it. I think you've made it. I think we can all say that you've made it. You're good.
It's fine.
Who else? Yes.
I would love to know from each of you, as a new young salon owner, what is like your number one nugget of advice going into opening a brand new salon?
I don't think bigger is better. I think stay small or start small. I don't know. At the beginning, you got to feel it all out. Like, everything's expensive now. Color's expensive. Everything. I think start small and just make sure. I have some friends, and they're like, "Yep, that's not really what I really should have done."
Yeah.
It's you learn a lot. I mean, I've talked to a lot of people that they thought they wanted to own a salon. They're like, "Yeah, this is hard," but then if you're doing it, like, start small.
I think my advice would be a lot. I mean, these are my two key players. Now that we've duplicated them over and over and over now, they've trained so many assistants, but it's like, to build a multi-million-dollar salon that is profitable, it doesn't take, like, you got to hire 20 people and they all have to love you and be high performers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just doesn't take that. Find your two people and then build it from there. And that's exactly what we've done, you know, in our own salon. So I same advice. I think, you know, start small and find your key people and build from there.
Key people is good.
Yeah. Love it.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm curious how many managers each of you have, like, in your salon, and kind of what their roles are for you guys.
You want to go first?
Yeah. I have two. I have pretty much a director of operations that is over. We're expanding right now. We're opening. Actually, Peyton is the other partner in our California location. And so I have Carrie, who is our director of operations over all locations. And then I have Charity right under her. And she is basically more salon manager. She actually has someone under her that she's duplicated herself in. That does act as more of a day-to-day manager, like ordering inventory. But as far as like Harper Ellis, I now have how many department leads? She's my director of operations. She was actually our first employee with Harper Ellis. We now have 50 plus employees. And so I have 6 or 7 direct reports that report to me now that are actually like managers over their department. So, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I have a brand manager over all my businesses because I have the barbershop, I have Hunter Page, and I have Parlour 3. And so she's the brand manager, and then I have managers at each location. And then we kind of all get together and stuff, but it's not a ton of people.
Yeah.
It's very kind of a tight-knit little group.
Yeah.
I've had it to where we had a ton of, and it just was a lot. Like, too many people. I have my core people, and it's like, we got this.
How many non-stylists, like support staff, do you have that is not like non-stylist?
I have a lot of people that work like desk and stuff that have been with me since I opened Parlour 3.
Wow.
Like, they're the face of the brand. Like, when you walk in, you know Kathleen, and you know Caitlin, and you know.
Yeah.
I want people to feel like when they come to my salon, you're in your living room or you're at home. Yeah. I've never wanted a sterile salon. I make it to where it's nice furniture sitting there, and I just want it to feel very inviting and stuff. And so a lot of people stay a long time because I think we make it just real.
Yeah.
I'm kind of carefree when it comes I try to not, yes, it's commission, but I'm also like, I want you to work smarter, not harder. You know, everybody should, but like go on vacations, go do the trips. I know they're going to make it up. Yeah. So I try to like let people have the time they want. I'm never like, oh, you can't do that.
I know you guys both have families. How do you guys manage the work-life balance?
That's hard. I mean, it is hard. I travel all the time, but when I'm home, I'm home, and you just try to make it the best you can when you're home. It's just me and my husband at the house now, and the dog.
I have a almost 5-year-old. I don't strive for balance because you'll never find it.
No.
It's such a fake thing, and the word kind of triggers me when I hear it. No, I'm so sorry. Just because, like, I want everyone to understand that it's not real, right? And it's like when I go to the office, I'm so there, right? It's like my husband knows when I'm there, I'm there. He's not calling me up, babe, you want to go to lunch? I'm like, hell no, I don't have time. Because if I had time to go for an hour lunch with you, then that takes time away from you
Later.
in the evening, right? And so when I'm there, I'm like, booked, you should see my calendar. I'm literally, they're all like, it's impossible. Because I am a machine, but only because I want to be able to walk out of that office every day, get in my car and go home and go, I spent today the best way that I know how in order to scale this business. Because when I want to go home, I want to be there, right? It's just like, how can I be not balanced, but how can I be 100% here and 100% there? Mm-hmm. And when I go home, I try to be 100%. And I'm not perfect. Oh my gosh, I'm like answering emails. I'm trying to like get ahead. Fletcher will lay down, and I'm trying to like plan the next day. You know, I'm not nowhere perfect, and I think people that act like they are lying. Yeah, I'm like, it's just like it's a juggling act, right? But I think this is what people miss about the work-life balance, and I hope what I say to you right now changes a lot of your mindset. What are you building? That's the question. Because what I'm building is going to allow me to probably exit my businesses for millions and millions of dollars someday, so that when my kid's about 13, I can be one rich mama. And I can enjoy life with him and I can take him to all of his practices, and I want to be that, right? But it's a trade-off, right? It's like I'm going to grind right now and probably work longer than I really want to because I'm building something that is going to be so valuable in the future that I can walk away and so it's a trade-off, and that's what I'm building now because I'm not doing what I'm doing forever. I'm gonna cash out and go cha-ching. I'm gonna have my jet, and I'm gonna have my island with the beautiful beach someday, and I'm gonna have all you guys with me because it's no fun to be there by yourself, and that's my plan. So yeah. Well, any other questions? We can go back to the.
I have a question.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of I want you to go further into this statement that you always make. You always tell me, and you've told a lot of stylists this, no one is coming to save you.
Yeah.
Would you go further into that, what you mean by that no one's coming to save you?
Yeah. No one's coming to save you. It's just so terrible when but I guess I do say that a lot. It's just like, I think we all have like dreams that are like heavy on our heart, and I know that you did, and that's why we're set in this beautiful place of yours, and it's one of how many locations? Like we're in this, yeah, right. She's like, I don't know what I had, but it's like no one built this for you.
No,
like
absolutely not.
It took you waking up when you didn't feel like it, and it took you probably having conversations that you don't
want to
feel like having.
No.
And showing up on social media when you didn't feel like showing up. Mm-hmm. And that's what I mean. And I think like so much of our industry, I have so many conversations, I look them straight in the eye, and it's like they are quick to say, I want to be successful, I want to make all this money, and I want to do this, and I want to be Melissa, and I want to build this. And it's like, yeah, but no one's coming to save you guys. You got to like get out of bed. You got to go do the thing that you absolutely do not want to do. It is not comfortable. I'm just going to tell you, I think when I was younger and before I was successful, I thought success felt good. And I've learned that success actually feels like shit.
I agree with that.
It kind of sucks. Mm-hmm. It's like nothing actually feels good about what I do every day. Mm-hmm. And, it's crazy. Like I got on a private jet this morning and I flew here. And I literally got out of bed, kissed my 4-year-old on his face, and I'm like, gotta go. He's like, Mommy, don't go to work, I'll pay your bills. And I'm like, yeah. Head to the airport, got on a private jet, flew here to be here with you guys and to my team, flew my team here. But you would be surprised how good that feels. It don't feel that good. It just doesn't feel that good. But what does feel good is like what I'm building. I told you guys earlier, I've been able to create $305 million of new revenue for stylists and salon owners. That feels fucking good. That feels good.
Amazing.
That feels good.
That's really
But, like,
amazing.
Getting on a private jet, it's all right. I mean, it feels pretty good. It's better than commercial. I'll tell you guys that. But I've never cried on the private jet yet, but I'm sure it's coming. I'm sure it's
It'll
coming.
happen.
Yeah, but like, just like on the way up, it doesn't feel that good. But what feels good is building something impactful that helps other people. So yeah.
Yeah. On that note, we were talking about earlier, people were talking about the haters and you don't feel like people are something I have learned, I just was thinking about this, is don't let that bother you and just keep going and always kill people with kindness. But remember, there was a question Creighton had, but we didn't answer. Like, do you outgrow people? Yes, you're going to outgrow people. You're going to have stylists. You're going to have all the things. But always kill people with kindness and always be kind to people. I learned that from my grandmother, and it's paid off because it just works out that way when you're just always taking care of others and making sure, like if somebody leaves, don't leave on a bad note. Like,
Yeah.
always, you're going to run into that person sometime in your life again. So why not make it positive?
Absolutely.
I don't know. That was on that note earlier that we were saying. It just popped in my head.
Absolutely. Very true.
I
Yeah.
think for both of you, we can say that you both are used to making like high stakes decisions. How does someone learn to start making those decisions, especially without the full clarity?
I have to sit on things a lot. You know what I mean? I'm like, I will not make a decision. I have to think about, like, I have to really, like, we're not making this decision today. And if I don't feel it, we're not doing it.
Yeah.
Like, just move on for a minute and then we'll go back to it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
For me, it's like data. I'm all about like, give me the numbers, I'm like, then I can make a decision after that, And I'm with you too. I understand completely what you're saying on like, if I don't feel like today I can make a good decision today,
It's not
don't.
worth it.
Yeah, I
Because
don't.
you might
Yeah.
change your mind the next day.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'll move on. But like to me, I try to make my business as non-emotional as possible. Like how many of you guys have like got a cancellation or a no-show from a client and you're like, oh my God, none of them are ever going to show up again. I hate them. They all hate me and I'm just going to fail. It's like, that is what I mean. Like, but then it's like, if you looked at the numbers, you would see that you got one cancellation or maybe two in the last 30 days, but it feels different, right? It feels harder. And so I really try to look at the data because I will get emotional and I'll be like, oh, everyone hates me. It's going down. The ship is sinking, guys. We're all failing.
I hate having meetings and then going after, like, oh, is everybody okay? Like, we have and I'm like, oh, is everything okay?
Yeah.
When we have to talk serious stuff. I don't like serious stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like that part.
Yeah. I'm with you. I
Yeah.
kind of like serious things.
I just don't like that. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Hi. I just wanted to go back to the last topic to kind of like circle back. So obviously I feel like a lot of the people in this room are all kind of, or maybe, I'm just assuming, I shouldn't assume, but I hope you are moving in the same direction as the rest of us are moving to the life that you're talking about with the private jets and the money and the things and, that may drive some of us. I mean, I'm a single mom. I have 2 kids and a business, and I give them all the things that I can give them, but that may not be what drives everyone. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to hear from you guys at the top of where you are who are feeding into those below you. How do you continue to drive your business and continue to stimulate their growth and replicate the people underneath you who may not have the same goals that you have?
That's a great question. You want me to? I will say you have to be, as a leader, you have to be really good at finding what drives people, right? And what is so tricky about that is people show up and they lie about what drives them a lot. They're like, what's your goals? They're like, I want to make $1 million. I'm like, no, the hell you don't. You fly out of here at 4:30 on the dot every day when work day ends. It's like, that's not what drives you. And so, finding what people and giving people, I think, a safe space to like tell you what motivates them. I think that is another thing that I've really learned from a leadership. I've had to like, because I love the private jet and I love the making the money, but I also just as much am driven by how much, like, my team, there's not one person that works on my team that doesn't make more than they've ever made in their life, right? And that's a huge, like, I love that. And the thing is like, I've understood and tried to open a safe space of like, that's not always what is important to people. And sometimes it's making great living and going home and being with their family. But it's like, you have to become a leader that people feel safe with, but you can dig for that. And then helping them get to that point. So that's what we do, in our company. And you know this, Terra, but it's like, we ask people in the first 90 days, what are your personal, professional, and financial goals? We don't do that to like dig on their personal life. We do that because I want to know what's important to you. Like, what is important to you in order to work here? And if I can't create a space that you can reach your personal, professional, and financial goals, then why work here? Because I agree, you should not work here if you can't reach those things. And so we ask those things very quickly so we can figure that out and get them to that point. Does that make sense? Yeah.
I think safe space is a good point, though. Like, we have meetings, like, a lot of people, some are moms, some want a whole lot of money in my businesses, but it's like, we have meetings with them, and it's like, what do you really want? And, like, my general manager, Caitlin, she tries to get them to their goals that's sustainable for that, whatever season of life they're in right now. But it's not about, a lot of them aren't about, I want to make this much money. Most people want to just live and, like, have a normal life too. So having one-on-one meetings with people and like finding out their goals, what they want.
But I think also too, you have to meet people where they are, because so many people have a broken belief lid.
Absolutely.
Like, can I talk about you, Kaylee? I will never forget. Like, I am sitting in my house one day, and we're in the driveway, and we were in the Range Rover, and one of my cars. I love cars. I love all the things. And I just want you to understand something. I was dirt poor growing up, y'all. Like, I did not, like, everything that I have, I was not given, and I worked for that because it was important to me. And Kaylee, she was sitting in the back seat of my car, and Dylan was in the back seat also. And Dylan had been working with me on my team for quite some time before Kaylee. And Kaylee said, my dream car used to be a Range Rover, but I like G-Wagons, but I know that I'll never have a G-Wagon. And Dylan goes, oh. And I was like, why do you think that? And she's like, because it's a G-Wagon. And I'm like, no, that is broken belief. Like, we all come from that, right? Like, we're so broken because it's like we grew up some way. Like, I remember, like, my mom used to rip dryer sheets in half. She still does it to this day. And when I got married, I was like ripping until literally my husband was like, why do you do that? And I'm like, I don't know why I do that. But we're like taught such broken beliefs. And we don't think like, oh, that's a broken belief to rip dryer sheets. We're like, why the hell am I wasting time ripping dryer sheets in half? But Kaylee, thinking that the G-Wagon was not in like proximity.
It wasn't attainable.
Right.
For you.
It's not attainable. Now she talks about all the time. She's like, I'm gonna have a Bronco and then maybe a car in between, and then I'm gonna have the G-Wagon. She talks very different. But being around me and us and our team, now Kaylee doesn't have a broken belief. She knows that G-Wagon's going to be hers someday. Like, it's going to be hers. But that's what I'm saying. Like, we have to also, like, not honor when people are like, my goal is to just go home and take care of my family. Is it that your goal? Or do you just not believe that you can do more and have more and be more? Because if that's the case, we got to fix that broken belief, right? Yeah. So, sorry, that was heavy.
Melissa, you talked a lot in your story about how things just kind of fell into place and everything just kind of worked out in the end. How important is a positive mental attitude and manifestation
Absolutely.
in your whole story.
Positive attitude. I have to make myself have that a lot because I'm around different people all the time, right? So I have to be positive no matter what. You have to bring that up. It's hard. Like, if I'm not on that morning, I've got to put it on, you know? And even my daughter, she'll say, like, be positive about it. I'm like, okay, I get it, you know? But manifesting what? Like, I do manifest things, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's what I want to do. And we go there, you know? Do I want to get up and go? No. And most of the time when I've traveled for 2 weeks, when I'm here and I'm not on the road, I'm in these salons every day. Everybody's like, owners usually aren't around. I'm in the businesses. I'm hanging out with the clients. I'm talking to my staff, hanging out in the break room. That's just me. I love hearing the grind. I go in my businesses and I see something new that I want to try every time I'm in a business. You never stop learning either. I have stylists that are seasoned. They're like, I don't need to go to classes. I'm like, yes, you do. You know what I mean? You never stop learning.
Yeah.
But it's hard. It is not easy to that. Just have to just put a positive face on and like, here we go. We're going to do this today.
You didn't ask me this question, but I want to answer it. You guys will always like wonder why you're waking up and doing the things that you don't feel like doing if you don't have a target.
Yes, that's true.
Like, what are you creating, you know? I can tell you right now what 10 years from now looks like for me. I can tell you exactly. Like, I can tell you what I'm wearing. I can tell you who's around me. I can tell you who I'm doing business with. I can tell you what kind of money I'm making. I can tell you what kind of money I'm creating for other people. And so that's what, like, gets me out of bed every day. And so when you guys don't know what you're working for, you know, it's like, oh, I know that I love my job. I love the hair industry. I love getting up every day. But you don't, like, understand what you're creating long term, then it gets really hard because it's like you're on a hamster wheel because it's like, turning the wheels. It's hard. It's, you know, nobody feels like getting up and posting on social media. I don't, for sure. But it's like if you know what you're creating, then that is so much easier, right? Yeah.
Can you tell us more about the systems that you use to be able to create the success that you have?
Yeah. What do you, in what light?
In business. For example, you just talked about, you mentioned like vision and keeping track of where you're going. So like kind of like the metrics tracker and like having a scoreboard to know how far you've come.
Yeah. So I feel like, you know, I'm very numbers heavy, I know. And I know people are like, I hate that. But I do.
But it's great. It's amazing. I love that.
Well, and I love keeping a scoreboard. Like I gotta understand where I'm headed, what I'm trying to do. Dreams are this simple. You can take a target and just reverse engineer it. Like I just did that for you guys earlier. It's like, what did I need? 125 extension clients to create $500,000? 66. Yeah, 66. Yeah, like reverse engineer. That's it. Create a target, and that's exactly what we do in our business, and that's what I know he's alluding to, because we constantly are keeping track. We have metric trackers. We have things that we keep up with, because it's like, I need a scoreboard. I need to understand if I'm winning every day, because if I'm not, if I don't know that I'm winning, I don't want to get up. I don't want to post on social media. I don't want to do the things that I don't want to do. So
100%.
Yeah.
I don't.
What about you? How do you be successful every day? How do you continue to do what you do?
I just know it's for my family. Family's the most important thing about me. You see that. Parlour 3, the number 3, is me, my husband, and my daughter. Yeah. And not many people know that, but 3 was the number. And it's like, it's family. It's my grandchildren. I'm building a legacy. I just hope people remember this, and anybody that's ever worked for me, that we created something special, and then we all got to be a part of it together, right?
Yeah.
And I get excited to go into my businesses every day. Like, I will be sad one day when I don't do that, or go on the road. I kind of like going on the road sometimes when I'm tired. I really have to get myself to, like, mentally prepare. Mm-hmm. I'm leaving for 2 weeks. I'm leaving my business. I miss being here. I miss my family. I miss my grandbabies, and you just have to.
How hard is that? Like, I know sometimes when I'm leaving town, it's like Oh my gosh. Like my husband texted me earlier and said it was kids' day in church. I had no idea. I mean, Sunday morning, normally we're in church, and it was kids' day today. And we joined a new church, and I've never seen my son up front like that. Like that was
missed
just
it.
huge. Yeah, I missed it, but you missed so much.
I missed a lot.
So tell them
So
about
Hunter growing up. I mean, my husband. I mean, I was there a lot. I would, because I could say no. It's hard to say no, right? Because then somebody else is right there behind you. So I never said no a lot. Hunter, I've asked Hunter too, and I'm like, do you feel like I was there? And she goes, yeah. But in my mind, I wasn't. So your kids really do feel like you're there. When you're present, be present.
Yeah.
Like Hunter, I made sure she felt special for everything she had. And Don did too. My husband was amazing. He would take care of her when I was gone. I mean, I would leave on the road, and we talk all the time. I mean, I don't even think we had FaceTime back then.
No.
Like, she's 30.
Yeah.
No, right?
Yeah,
No.
we didn't
So
have
I'd have to literally like call. I remember getting I didn't even have a cell phone in London at times, and I'm missing my baby. But she doesn't. So your kids aren't feeling that, because I really thought Hunter felt that way. She was like, Mom, no. I did miss one thing. It was her baccalaureate for high school graduation, but it was something really important, and she was like, it's fine as long as you're at graduation. Like, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel like I was there for the most important, but don't be hard on yourself too if you have, because you still have to create that and build that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But your kids don't feel as bad as you think they do at the moment.
We had an event here in Nashville a couple of years ago. It was at the Four Seasons, and this was an affiliate event. And all of the attendees met here, like, before our Harper Ellis team got here. And I had some of, like, my tried and true people that, like, came back to me, and they're like, hey, I just want to let you know the topic at the pool from all the clients that you have that does business with you was how bad of a mom you are.
See, that's just,
And
that's hard.
how you aren't with them, and how and all the things. And I just, like, want you guys to understand, like, that gave me such a vengeance to just, like, create more. It did not make me want to quit and go home and be with Fletch. It just didn't. It made me want to go create more, because I look at the life that my kid gets versus maybe one of their kids, and I'm not trying to play this comparison game, but it's different.
It is.
It's a different life. And so I just want to let you guys know, people are going to be mean along the way, because they're going to, like you said, it's like that stigma that we have to keep up with.
You don't.
And it's not, you don't always have to keep up with that. Yeah.
It is.
Absolutely. 100%. Yeah.
I mean, I was 19 when I had my daughter. And then, I mean, I remember we didn't even have money to go buy formula. You know, like, I didn't grow up with a lot. I mean, I was middle class, whatever. My dad was a school teacher. My mom, I don't think she worked. But anyway. But no, like, we worked hard. But I think that also instilled in my daughter. You're going to instill in your children. Like, my daughter works so hard, and she's going to be good at it. She got that from me. Yeah. And you're going to take those kids, and they're going to learn from you, their mama, and you did it.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then some of my educators in the room. Yep, 8. Sarah goes, hello. Terra in the back. 9. You guys, it is not about you. It is not about you. Like, could you imagine? And I just want to be real. I could walk away. We had an offer on our business. My team doesn't even know this. Someone literally offered to buy us a short time ago for upwards of $30 million. I literally could have taken that check.
I would have ran.
I mean, I could have. I was like, well, I mean,
I would have ran with it.
You know,
go
think about it, of course. But, like, $30 million is enough for me and me only to live out the rest of my days decently comfortable. I live a pretty expensive lifestyle, and it wouldn't last me for sure no longer than 15 years. And so, yeah, I'm pretty expensive. So this is it. Like, I have the capability, and it is my duty, and I'm not trying to take anyone to church here, but I love Jesus Christ, y'all. None of my business is mine, it is God's, and he has helped me be where I am, and he has given me, like, my God's gifts are to help and make opportunity out of thin air, just like I said earlier. And I have this capability to, like, she's going to walk away a multimillionaire. He's going to walk away a multimillionaire. She's going to walk away a multimillionaire. So is she, 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 so is she. And anyone that wants to go with me, and she damn sure will. She's my partner back there. She's like, what the hell over here? But, like, you guys, like, that is what it's about, right? It's like I've already grown something that I could walk away and be like, thank you guys, such a great, No, these are my people. These are helping me build it. They're out every day helping me build this and build this company, and it's bigger than me. And so that's the fire that I want people to have. It's bigger than you. Go help other people. Go help your team, because that's what you have the capability to do, you guys. We're all hairstylists, but we have the ability to create millions and impact so many people. And that's what I'm after, because my millions I've already got my millions. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I wake up every day in my dream life, and it's awesome. But
I don't care about the jet.
No.
I'm like,
I do. I care about the jet.
Give me Southwest.
I want my own so I can just, like, fly down to the islands.
You go to your island and do all that.
But after that, I just want to help other people, because that's what's so fun. Yeah.
I think that helping other people I think that's what's led my heart, is just helping other people. I don't know where to go.
You employ 70 plus people.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you hear stories of people buying their first home, right? I remember what it took to me to get my first home. I had 15% interest rate to get my first home. Think about that. Like, I didn't have the credit. I didn't have the things. If I can do it and my husband, I can do it, y'all can do it. Yeah. But I'm not trying to be, like, crazy. Like, I just want to live a good life. I want my people to live a good life. The people around me, I want them happy. Yeah. I don't know. My heart is so happy when I'm in these businesses and seeing these young people thrive and getting a new car that they've dreamed of, and, taking their family on a trip. Or my stylists love to travel and they're single and I'm like, I never got to do that because I was young. I mean, I travel for work, but it's like, I love seeing that. Yeah. Like, that makes me so happy to see them off to wherever they're going and wherever. But it's amazing.
Who inspires you? Like, somebody in your personal life, or, like, who do y'all look up to?
I look up to a lot of people. I mean, I feel like a lot of people inspire me over my life, in different areas of my life, right? My daughter inspires me all the time. She literally gives me like Hunter's just really, like, she's an old soul, but she inspires me to do better. I don't know. My daughter is that right now, but so many people have inspired me my whole life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my game is getting into rooms with people that are doing so much more than me. And that is my inspiration. I have so many mentors that I, pay money. That's my biggest hack, is, like, spend money to learn from people, because the people that can actually teach you something don't have time to do it for free, right?
Right.
Like, the people that can actually teach you how to make a difference in your business and your life, you have to pay them because they're busy, right? They don't have time to just catch coffee or something like that. And so that's my thing, is I pay a lot to be in rooms and to get with people that are doing what I want to do. But one of my biggest ones, Natalie Dawson, is, I mentioned her earlier. She's one of my friends in the back. We met in one of her rooms. She's one of my biggest impacts. I read a lot of books. I listen to a lot of podcasts. Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone. I'm constantly listening to people that are building massive, massive empires, and just how can I have a little piece of that, Yeah.
Last question, I believe.
All right.
You guys were talking about the past. I want to know, where do you guys see yourself in 5 years?
In a retirement home? Oh my God. 5 years. I think I'll still own my salons. Or I'll have sold it to somebody that works for me now. Yeah. And let them have keep it going.
Carry the legacy.
Because I want it to keep going. We've been there 14 years. It's still going. I'm like, salons usually don't last a long time like that. And it's like, we still have lots of people calling. I'm like, I've told even my staff, I'm like, if something happens to me, y'all keep this going. I've told my daughter and my husband, I'm like, keep it going. I would either own it or pass it on to somebody else. And then hopefully not being on the road as much.
Staying home a little
I'm like
bit.
staying home in my house a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna be on the island.
No, call me a weirdo. I feel like I have my life. I feel like I had it very planned out. But my thing is, something that I'm doing in the industry is I'm helping salon owners exit for a more like 20 to 25 multiple versus a 1 to 2 times multiple, meaning that's typically what salon owners exit for is 1 to 2 times what their business is worth. What I'm creating right now in the industry is a network of salon owners that instead of owning a $1 to $2 million business to $4 to $5 million business, they own a part of a $150 to $200 million business, and they can have a larger multiple. I want to build wealth for this industry. I want salon owners and stylists, their stylists like Creighton and Kirsten, to be able to walk away with a large check. So that way they can retire wealthy, real wealth, not just like, oh, I was able to make 6 figures. She's like, yeah. But I want more than just people to be like, I made 6 figures my whole career and that was a good job. But I want them to be able to, what does the future look like? And so building that for the industry is what I'm doing the next 5 years. So, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Any other questions?
Anything else?
Yes.
Oh, it's okay. I can project.
She said,
She's like, I'm good.
I'm like,
oh, yeah, sorry for the podcast.
What number one quality do you think a salon owner should possess or really grow within themselves to become a high value leader?
That's a good one. You go first. She's just really good at talking. I don't do this all the time.
No. I think it's being able to understand what value in a business is. I think as a salon owners, we are really, really bad at laying our head down at night and thinking that people are staying because the wall is pretty and there's new shampoo bowls and there are new things in the salon and there's good vibes in the break room. And that's what our industry is built on, that, you guys. But as salon owners, we need to be able to lay down at night and understand exactly what helps our team reach their personal, professional, and financial goals. Like, if his goal is to literally make $1 million a year, I know that because I ask him. And I am on a vengeance to figure out how that can happen for him. And like as his leader, or else he would leave, because his goal is to make $1 million a year. And if he can't do that inside of my environment, he should leave.
Absolutely.
So that is what we have to focus on. How can we get our team to get to where they want to go versus being like, oh, good vibes in the break room, guys. Like this industry is not built on good vibes, as much as we love that. But like we all are trying to make our dreams and goals come to life, and we have to be leaders that can help other people do that. So, yeah.
I think also bringing community back, like I said too. Yeah. This is the whole thing of bringing the community back. Stylists coming together. I love nothing more than a stylist to come visit our salons and stuff like that.
Yeah. Having
classes together. Where has that gone, right? Yeah. And if your stylists see you leading like that, and we're hanging out with this stylist, different salons or stylists or whatever. Yeah. I think that is encouragement to everybody come together. Totally. It kind of just went away a little bit, and it's really sad. Yeah. I remember so many of my friends owned salons back in the day, and like didn't even think about it. Like we were just like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's just bringing community back and everybody like coming together. We reach out to salons and they do not want to get together. I'm like, it's sad. I mean, like, let's all have a class together. Let's all go in, or we had some before, and it was so good. They would bring in their top stylists, and they would work on something, we would work on something, and everybody do it together. It was amazing.
Yeah. It's gotten competitive.
It has, and that's so sad to me. Just getting it back together and retraining this beauty industry. And I do feel like when people go off on their own and they're like in different, not in a salon environment, it loses that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody just, I think it's amazing, like even if somebody's in a salon suite or their own business, still having the community of going into salons and everybody working together.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
feeling that, I don't know.
Yeah,
Bring
absolutely.
the community back.
Yeah, community. And that's the thing, like what I just talked about, you guys, like salon owners, you guys are not going to exit wealthy on your own. Like you have to partner with other people and create something massive together versus one single unit salon. Like you will sell your shampoo bowls on Facebook Marketplace and walk away. That is it. That is your option. Unless you learn how to get in a room with other owners who are building what you're building and create something massive together, you will not have an exit, a wealthy exit. You guys talk to me about, I could go on all night about this. This is my jam. But you won't do it on your own. You have to get in the rooms like this. So I just want to give her a round of applause. She's awesome.
Y'all are sweet. Thank you.
Thank you guys for being here, and just thank you for listening to us. Of course. No,
amazing.
thank you for having us.
I've
This is
never
your
done
place.
a live podcast, by the way.
This was awesome.
It's always been like just, talking with one person, and here we are. And you're all smiled. Thank you.
You're incredible.
Thank you.
You're incredible. And thank you guys for being here and trusting us and listening to us on what we're building and what we're doing. And hopefully you guys got some kind of nugget to help you go be successful. So give yourselves a round of applause.
Woo!
Yeah.
And if you live in Nashville, come play.
Yes.
Come play. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Like, reach out. Let's hang out.
Thank you guys for being here, and hopefully see you soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Great.